There were two plans. One was to make a banner and, you know, welcome home. So my plan was for the last day that she was going to receive chemo treatment. Obviously, I wanted to have a banner up at the house, but we would have to wait for the diagnosis to come back if it was positive or not. But for her last treatment, I made her a t-shirt, and it said, "Last chemo session."
There was hope that at that point that it could be perhaps taken care of. They didn't really know. It was stage 3C, but everything seemed cleaned out and that they would start her on the heavy duty chemo. Right. With such an attitude, she posted on Facebook, you know, with the first one with her outfit and her mask that she had on, and she said she was ready to fight this, and there she is, sitting on the chemo chair, getting her first chemo and not knowing what to expect.
She purposely selected Fridays for her chemo treatment because the way she understood it is 24 hours later you would be sick. So Friday was her day off. She would be able to teach on Saturday, and then she could recover Sunday and be ready to teach again Monday. So that's how dedicated she was.
I just bring back all the memories that how she taught us, and I know that she's been here since 3, so she spends a long time, and she stays until 9:15. So she's kind of taught us that, like, patience makes us a long way, and it shows us who we are.
I think she was very positive. I think she tried to be positive through the whole chemo experience. About the 3rd or 4th chemo, it was noticeable that her hair started coming out in clumps. And she went ahead and went to Travis and said, "Travis, go ahead and cut my hair pretty short." She didn't know how she was going to tell them. She, I guess, just decided. She got some parents and some students together, and I think she did that on several different classes, and just said, "Look, this is what's happening. I'm very sick." She was real good. One of the things that Shannon has is a lot of patience, and she could explain things really well to the small children, and of course it was very sad. You know, we didn't know how bad it was at that point.
So the parents, obviously you need to take care of you, but they have to understand the studio is part of her, and that you can't separate the two. So by her taking care of herself was making sure that, you know, the kids and the faculty were taken care of as well.
When they did the CAT scan, and what they were looking to find would be nothing, they didn't find that. They found several masses that were actually growing during the chemo. I remember it hit me pretty hard. It hit my mom really hard, Shannon hard. At that moment, I think that's where she really changed in the way she thought and her future, and she was scared.
And she was just frantically crying. She was really upset, and I said, "What happened? What happened?" And she's like, "I know something's wrong. He won't tell me." And he said, I understand about your fear, but, you know, I'm the technician. I don't know what you have diagnosis-wise going on or treatments and stuff. So there's something there, but your doctors really need to help you evaluate it." And she just took that as the worst possible news. So we collected ourselves, and then we went back over to the hospital. And that's when we found out that the cancer treatment hadn't worked at all, and that in fact, the tumors had grown in size. So it's pretty rough.
She said, "Look, I've got this show coming up in the end of May, and I need to make sure that goes on. And the doctors were listening to her, but they weren't making any promises. They said, that's going to be our goal, Shannon, is to get you to that dance review. And so she was kind of okay with that.
So once the review was over, the plan was to close the studio.